Wiggity, what's up, y'all? Logan here. Got a little commentary on a back squat workout I'm doing. I actually noticed upon filming this video, I'm about to take my sweatshirt off, that the day I filmed this, I was actually wearing a Baby Yoda or Grogu t-shirt. If you're into The Mandalorian and know that stuff, I actually got a Return of the Jedi, not Return of the Jedi, it's like a Star Wars shirt. You can see, oh, Rise of Skywalker, you can read it right there. So this back squat routine I'm doing, and basically my routine nowadays, I am starting out by going into the gym with absolutely no warm-up at all and doing what I think my body can hit for a heavy single of whatever the given exercise is for the day. So this week we were focusing on slant boards for both my back squat and front squat. So the slant board will put your knee a little bit more forward over your toes. So there'll be an increased moment arm through your knee joint, which essentially means that there's just more force through the knee. So it's a little more knee focused. So for today, I felt like I could hit 155 pounds as a 1 rep max, and this may not seem like a lot, but honestly, when you get on a slant board, you do zero warm-up. You literally just go into the gym and this is the first thing. This was pretty tough for me, and I also weigh around 160 pounds, so tried to get good form. I definitely could have done more, as you can see here, but this is kind of where you're just trusting your body, trusting your intuition, seeing where you can go. Obviously, the next time I know I can probably go up to at least 165 pounds, maybe even 175 pounds, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. For me, that felt like a decently heavy single for the day. And then from there, ooh, yeah, good body shot. We'll see how good we look. Do I look soft? Can't tell. I don't know. Haters online tell me I don't look like I lift, so if this means anything. So yeah, 155 for one. And then after I hit that heavy single, what I'll then do is basically drop down to either a heavy set of 3 or 5. I think today I did a heavy set of 5, and then I'll do like a heavy set of 10, and then I'll do like a heavy set of 20. And when I say heavy, it's not really heavy, it's just a hard set. So that would be a better way to do it. Because when I get to my set of 20, I'm doing literally like the bar. And I don't even think I count the repetitions, but basically I'm just going as long as I can, lots of time under tension, really focusing on the muscle contraction in those higher repetition sets, while these initial sets are really more focused on power and strength and having good form and technique through that. So we'll see how many repetitions I get here. When I'm doing this first part of the workout too, I will usually at some point kind of superset in different varying exercises to complement it. So normally like something like this, I would do some type of upper body exercise after the first couple sets, in addition to maybe like a power exercise or an explosive exercise like box jumps or ball slams. Sometimes I'll do just like an accessory exercise like wrist curls too. Basically whatever I'm feeling for the day. I let my body kind of dictate whatever I'm going to do for the day. So if I go in and my knee's a little buggy, I'll probably take note and say, hey, maybe I won't go as heavy on the back squats, and I'll do a variation that limits my load. So then I'm kind of forcing myself to still get a high stimulus. How many reps did I do? Was anyone counting there? Comment down below. I wasn't counting. I'm just talking and rambling, hopefully giving you some good context into my workout. But yeah, my body, usually there's like some parts that are a little, not painful, but a little stiff and achy. So that's kind of my guide of what I'm going to do for the day, on top of usually the starting movement. So my starting movement is usually always 100% either a heavy back squat variation or a heavy deadlift variation. I am very heavily focused on lower body strength and performance, because when you're doing athletics, and not even athletics, but in life in general, your leg strength is arguably one of the most important things. Upper body strength and mobility is important too, but for myself personally, I just honestly really enjoy leg training as well. So this isn't to say I don't like doing upper body, but I'm honestly not as good as it, so I just don't do it as much. I do it obviously to keep up on it. So I got 95 pounds now. Doing very slow and controlled. The longer and the further I get into these workouts too, at least in this initial part where I start with a really heavy single with no warm-up and then go further and further into the workout, I usually start to slow my tempo more. So the first repetition I did, that really heavy single, I tried to go as fast as I comfortably could under control. The further I get into it, the more I really just, it's almost like weighted yoga. That's the best way I can describe it. I really go down, feel the muscles work, feel the joints work, and that's kind of the whole idea. Is I'm trying to reframe the idea of fitness. It's more than power, it's more than strength. That's a huge part of it, and I love power and strength, but 80% of my training is very, very, very slow and controlled repetitions, focusing on getting a very deep stretch through the muscles, because when you get a really deep stretch through the muscles, you're also getting a really deep stretch through a couple other things, being your tendons, ligaments, and this is something that not a lot of people consider, your nervous system. So if you're getting a really deep stretch through your nervous system, your nerves are actually elongating a very tiny bit. And your nervous system can adapt over time. A lot of people think that nerves just die. No, absolutely not. If you give your nerves enough stimulus, it doesn't need to be a lot. And when I say deep stretches, it's a very gentle, deep stretch, but you're actually training your nerves to get bigger and stronger. And the more you do this over time, the more those nerves are actually able to handle a heavier load. They're able to handle going more powerfully, I should say, more faster. So if you train them to be strong, you're basically hypertrophying the nerves through these very slow, high repetition exercises, getting a lot of blood flow through the joints. And then once you hypertrophy the nerve, for example, this again is my theory. I don't have much to prove this, but this sounds right to me, and it's really helped my training. I've gotten leaner, I've gotten bigger, I've gotten stronger and faster just doing this. And this has evolved too. I've done this for the last 2 years. I started implementing knees over toes, guys. Exercises and routine. Shout out to Ben Patrick. Getting my level 1 cert, in the process of doing it. Just haven't had time to. Been doing a lot of projects and filming stuff, but I've kind of made my own rendition, so I do a lot of different exercises built off of that program, but then I put my own twist on it to make it enjoyable for me, make it sport specific for me. I do a few different recreational sports. I really like doing rollerblading. I like doing ice skating, and then I also do deck hockey, which is like organized street hockey. Occasionally during the winter, I also shoot hoops and play basketball too. But most of my life is spent on a computer, spent on a laptop, in not the best of posture. So because of that, I know I need to take a large amount of time, not a large amount of time, but focused time, focused effort on keeping my body healthy and strong, because the life I live, I'm very energetic. I feel very good, but the only reason I feel this way is because I take the time to give my body a reason to actually function that way. If I didn't eat pretty good, you know, I eat junk food, a decent amount of it. I actually love junk food. I love healthy food too. I love both of them. But if I treated my body not in the best way, didn't show it love, didn't show it self-care through exercise, lifting, eating well most of the time, my body would just fail. And you've probably heard of a lot of entrepreneurs, and especially maybe even YouTubers, that are having lots of pain in their body, not able to function well. That was me too. That was me actually back, let's see, it was almost a year ago in February at this point. I dropped a barbell on my stomach, and when I did that, it literally sent nerve pain through my entire body. I almost had like an entire, it's been this last year I've been recovering from it through meditation and just trying to heal my body naturally and holistically, and I've honestly never felt better, and this type of exercise routine has allowed me to enjoy training again. And honestly, the last 3 to 4 months, I've gone into every single workout with 90% energy. I am loving the gym anymore. So just one of the ways that I work out, and I'll show you many more, of course, in the next year and few months.